Hey guys, that dinger means we're live and we're going to get started in about 2 minutes. Just give you guys a chance to trinkle in. This is really a show that you don't want to miss out on tonight because this is going to be huge, impactful, and just downright awesome. And if you miss out, you might miss out on the future of your online career and how to become serious in your business. Brought to you by the people who have just gotten serious in theirs. So that's all I'm going to say now. Go ahead and do us a favor, though. If you're in here, go ahead and say what's up in the chat box and go ahead and post this link on your wall so that others can go ahead and find their way here as quickly as possible so we can get cranking, rocking, and rolling. Because tonight is going to be truly, truly special. How's everybody doing?
Great.
Awesome. Great.
Excellent.
Wonderful.
Peachy.
Ooh, peachy. We're getting creative.
Spectre.
David!
Delightful. Hey, David.
Hola, señor David.
Oh, man, guys. Alright, guys, just about another maybe minute, and then we're going to get rocking and rolling, so...
Wait, I gotta get my name up there. And I've decided when I put my name up, I'm sporting the color of my new lanyard.
How do you do that, Earl?
Yeah, how do you do that?
Sweet talent. That's all I can say.
Very carefully. You do it very carefully.
I'm afraid you'd have three of me staring at you if I tried it.
That is awesome. Oh, yeah.
Is it just me, or is everyone's screen a little all white except two of you guys?
Is that a black joke?
No.
Word.
Yeah, no, I don't see any of your faces. I just see a white screen also.
All you guys are all white except David and the gorgeous-looking guy in the purple shirt.
I tell you, I'm starting to really like her.
Great.
Wow.
I think you made him blush.
I think I am.
Wow, that's pretty talented to make a picture blush.
I know, right?
That is great. All right, I'd say.
So you guys see me, but I don't see any of you guys.
Yeah, see,
Yep,
same
see
thing.
Right
David.
here.
Mhm.
That's the power of hide and go seek.
That's crazy.
The online games we play.
Oh yeah, they usually involve schemes, scams, and making a lot of money quickly.
Now he's talking my language.
Yes, I am, and we're about to talk about that here in just about 5 seconds as I finish up what I'm saying. Okay, so now we're live. This link has been posted everywhere, and we're going to get some decent flow of people showing up. So now I'm going to get to tell you all watching, and obviously the panel here, why we're all here, because this is exciting, okay? I've been around for a little while now, okay? You could say I know what I'm doing a little bit, but it's cool to see for the first timers getting the job done. And nothing excites me more than getting emails, getting Facebook messages, getting phone calls, getting text messages, getting tweets telling me that I am somehow responsible for someone's success. And even more exciting than that is I am somehow responsible for someone's first ever success online. So I decided, you know what, with Money Without the finally cranking out and finally getting up and running and rolling, that the ultimate way we could start off this new path to success and this new path to really becoming financially free and changing hundreds, if not thousands, of people's lives and businesses is by actually putting together a group of people that already has had their breakthrough, have already had their actual start, their starting point, and they've already gotten a taste and a belief that, you know what, I can do it, and that I will continue to do it because I got my first sale, or I got my easiest sale, or I got multiple sales. And it's all because of the ease and the power and the passion that they're working with MWT. And so I can't say I hand selected this group, but I did for sure request, pretty much every member of this panel to be on here, because I know that they either got their first sale or they have some awesome story about how easy it was to get sales with money without and I really just wanted to have them kind of talk about their success and the mindset change that may have occurred now that they've actually gotten a sale, or they've actually found something that works and converts and is easy to get sales to. So that's why we're here. So what I want you to do is, starting left to right, introduce yourself, and then anybody who would like to go first can go first and kind of just tell, how long it took them, what went down, if they did anything special, did they find it hard, and how they're feeling now that they've finally gotten over that hurdle of the proverbial first sale being the hardest. So we start on the left, so we start with the always beautiful, always lovely Miss Amy Lee.
Hi, yep, I'm Amy.
Okay. That'd be your cue, Chantel.
Chantel reporting live from the beautiful state of Michigan. Happy to be here.
I'm from Boise, by the way.
There we go. We got Boise. We got Michigan. Now we're talking about the MWT man from the beautiful state of Texas. That's you, David.
You're up, Dave.
Oh, he's mute.
Oh.
Well, hi, everybody. That's David. He's from Austin, Texas.
I'm muted and I can't talk.
All right, guys. Sorry about that. You guys can hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So my experience so far has been pretty phenomenal. Ever since we put the system in place and we got a chance to be part of the beta group in December, just the ease of the system, of being able to have a system that does all the selling, telling, explaining, enrolling, and training for us. It just not only did it make my life easier, but when I did speak with people who really are open-minded to making more money, but really aren't open-minded to a lot of additional work than they're already doing, it allowed me to really communicate with a lot of people I know already. And just let them know that, I've got a business here that, we've got a system that does all the work, and you take a look at it, and I think just having a system that works for you just gives you that confidence that to talk to people differently than sitting down and having to do a whole presentation where it's just a matter of, hey, I've got a business that does all the work for you. You should check it out. And I think in the first month I brought 9 people into the system, and I literally moved up from almost 500 to 103. And and it was all simply because I had a system to talk about. And a lot of the challenges that I had before the system were, how do I create compelling content in my emails and my follow-up, and videos was a challenge for me as well. That's another hurdle I've gotten over, and so I think that my experience is just the ease of what it does to allow us to build a business and really take all the hard work and a lot of the thinking out of it and just focus on driving traffic.
Awesome. All right, so we go from Mr. MWT David to another David. How's it going, David Briley?
Yeah, this is Dave from actually Tampa, Florida.
What's up in the house?
My house. And BJ's stomping around. So, well, actually, you're Tarpon Springs, so you're a little bit. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I was in the beta group also for MWT, and it's been pretty phenomenal. It's first Empower Network sales I've ever had was through MWT, and then also I have 5 MWT sales also, along with the Empower Network. So everything I've done is done through MWT. I didn't have any sales before that at all. Didn't matter how much money I spent on leads or anything. Did come to find out the autoresponders that Dave and Dave put out were kind of old. So it's really nice with the autoresponder series that BJ puts out. It's fresh, and people are signing up. And like I don't want to steal Dave's thunder, but just like he said, it's just so easy to talk about the the program itself, and then you can do a screenshot and actually show in the back office, that you truly are making residual income, from this program, and then people are starting, they're really starting to listen. We got 500 people in MWT, so the word is definitely getting around.
That's very true. That's very true. All right, we go from David to the always lovely, always gorgeous Miss D. Lake.
Hey everyone, this is D. Lake from Portland, Oregon, and I'm actually really excited to be here tonight. Thank you, BJ. I got into Money Without That just after the beta testing in the pre-launch, and I just instantly got it, and I signed up right away. And I went out and I instantly signed up 2 people. I think it was like the same day or the next day. And then that paid for my monthly service because I never had to pay it again after that. And then the following couple of weeks, I signed up like 6 people, and it was so easy. I really like how they've got it all set up and how it works so well for us, and how people are just so interested in it, and what a great job BJ is doing with the whole thing, and Lisa Diane and all of her copyright. What they do for us, I've never seen anyone ever do in this marketing industry. And pairing that with what Dave and Dave are doing is really amazing to me. So that's definitely something that I want to be a part of. And then I was able to work closely with BJ side by side with him the entire weekend in Austin and just talk to people about his system. And it was absolutely surprising to see how many people are interested in what he's doing. And like David was saying, now we have over 500 members, and we're just in official launch. I mean, it's just exciting how quickly the word gets around and how big it's exploding, and it really gives us an idea of how truly big this can be for all of us because of what he's offering. And when people actually take the time, it takes a couple times to actually explain it and for people to like actually get it, because there's so much going on with what he's offering. But the fact that we can duplicate what BJ's doing to get his success, to get a level of success like that, is just to have that opportunity just right from the chute as a newbie, anybody in the industry, or to step it up to another level. That's amazing to me. That's something that I definitely want to be a part of. That's a good thing.
Excellent, excellent. All right, now we have to go with the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Earl Eaton.
Hey, what's up, everybody? How you doing? Earl Eaton from New York. I joined up right about the same time Dee did, right after the whole beta testing thing was done. And yeah, I've got no complaints at all. I had, I think, 1 sale in EN prior to having the system. I've got 2 sales in MWT and 3 sales in EN, which is pretty exciting, coming in from doing nothing for like a month or so. And walking right into this it took me a whole to say about 30 seconds, the amount of time it took to get my credit card out of my wallet to actually get the system. Didn't take much convincing when they said, hey, automatic. You don't got to mess with that Aweber thing anymore. You know, you just go right in there, boom, you're done. You get your copy done for you. You get everything just handed to you. And with the extra stuff that goes along with it, I mean, plus you get to work with BJ, so, you know, what could be better than that, right? Anyway, that's my story.
Oh man, flattery gets you everywhere. and then we go from Earl to, as Chantel would say, the gorgeous man in the purple shirt, Mr. Vince Mazzi.
Hey everybody, it's my name's Vince Mazzi. I live in Greencastle, Pennsylvania. And I'll tell you what, when I stumbled upon, matter of fact, it's actually, I stumbled upon BJ one night when I had insomnia. I couldn't sleep. So I was looking around the internet, and all of a sudden I saw him and Kimberly doing a hangout, and ever since then I was hooked. I mean, every time, you know, BJ had a hangout, I was on it. So just watching and learning and sopping up the information. You know, when BJ came out with his system with his mom, I mean, it just resonated with me because, you know, it does every single thing for you. You know, it runs on autopilot basically, and I probably was one of the later beta testers and with it. And in my first week, I basically had 4 sales out of 5 days. I woke up one morning and I saw the little email that came and said, "You have a new sign up with money without that." I was like, "Holy crap!" I mean, that's the coolest thing ever. And then it just started coming. I mean, it was the same day. It was another person signed up, then another person, and even this past week, it was just like just talking to people because, you know, everybody's running through the same type of issues, and it's that, you know, everything's so cool because, you know, you're trying to learn and you're coming in and you want to learn everything, and, you know, you don't have the time. And this system basically, you know, it does everything for you. So it's the coolest thing ever, and it's been a godsend to me, and I thank BJ and his mom for it because it's been just awesome. And I can't wait to continue the ride.
That is awesome. That is awesome. And, you know, Vince said something very important that I want to touch on, and it's actually one of the main reasons that I wanted to get you guys all on here and do this hangout. It was really interesting because Mom and I actually sat down and we had lunch the other day, and we were talking about something, and it was actually crazy. Was I believe it was actually a support ticket that you put in, David Cohen, and it said something along the lines of, you know, I've received this email from ClickBank mentioning that I have a sale. Is that tied to me? Is that my actual commission? And Mom looked at me and she said, "Do these people not realize what commission emails look like?" And I said, "No, because a lot of these people, this is their first commission email they've ever gotten online, period. They don't understand what it means to all of a sudden open up their email box and see, you've earned a commission, you've earned a commission, you've earned a commission. Or in better terms, your income is increased by $47 a month. Your income is increased by $47 a month. Your income is increased by $47 a month." So it was so cool to me to hear all of these people like that. That's probably the coolest support ticket I've ever heard of. Like, hey, I got a commission. Is this my commission? Is this what that thing looks like?
Am I going to see you at the bank?
Oh, that's awesome. So I had to bring all y'all on here because it was just like, you know what, that pumped me up. I was like, man, I got to get the people who are actually experiencing the breakthroughs, experiencing that first sale, and I want to capture your mindsets right now. I kind of want to just real briefly give y'all maybe 2-3 minutes to just kind of talk about your mindset now that you've gotten over that hump. You've gotten over that belief system that, you know, maybe I can't do it. The proverbial taking you from a person type number 2 to where you see the money, you believe it's real, but you don't necessarily believe you can achieve it, to actually become becoming a number 3 and going, oh, this is what I have to do to make money. Let me just go do it. And I want to hear how you guys describe it, how you guys feel about it, because right now you are 1 or 2 steps ahead of the 25 badasses that are viewing this right now, who are ready and willing to take that first step, but they just don't have it here yet, or else it'll come out already. So I want to absolutely hear from you guys, and we'll start with Amy again. Just kind of hear, like, you know, what it meant to you to see that first commission, and was it freeing? Was it exciting? Was it scary? Did you not know what was going on, like David Cohen? Like what was happening with you to make you, when you saw that first commission? How did your mindset change? So we'll kind of start with Amy.
Well, I'm really new to it. I haven't been doing anything in online, I mean, just for the last 4 or 5 months. So, and you get in all excited thinking this is going to be great, and then after a couple months you're going, what did I do? Because you're not making any money and nothing's happening. And so then BJ got me into Empower, and right after that they did the beta test, so we did MWT, and yeah, I think it was within probably a few hours, and I was mainly just doing the tweet driver method, and I got an email that said I'd made a sale. So yeah, it's pretty exciting when you actually finally see that you've made some money instead of just dead silence. So, and yeah, it gives you the want to keep going, knowing that it's going to get better and that you've got something that's going to help you get there.
Yep. Now let me ask you, after you finally received that first commission notification, after you finally got that first email that you finally did make that first sale, do you now believe that you can do it again and again and again?
Oh yeah, definitely.
So that mountain of sales, actually making a sale, has it become a molehill for you? Like, I got this. I can do this. Yeah.
It's like you get over that first little hump and you feel like, you can actually make it to the top.
That's right.
It's a good feeling, yeah.
I love that, because it comes back to what I always say. The old adage is, if you can push them up the molehill, they'll race you up the mountain. You know, everyone thinks, oh, well, you know, they'll go get that 1 or 2 sales. You know, they'll start making a couple $100s a month, a couple $1,000s a month. But when it comes to like $10,000 and $20,000 a month, I'm really going to have to drag and push them, crawling and clawing and nail biting and screaming and hollering up the mountain. And it's the exact opposite. You know, the actual thought process is, if you can get them to believe that I can make a sale, I can make a commission, I can sell these things, then it's just like, and then you show them, look, if you sell X many, you will make X amount, then it's just like, oh, well, I know I can do it. I've done it. And now I just need to do this many. I'm gone. And they will literally race you up the mountain, because their belief system is there. They know the process. And once you know the process of anything and you believe that you can do it because you've done it once, and you combine those 2 core things, then success happens, and success is ultimately abundant in your life. So now I want to move on to Miss Chantel. Hey.
Hey. I didn't get to share my story. It's actually kind of exciting. I signed up. First, I never even heard about, you know, MWT until I was on a Google Hangout with you guys last week. And I'm like, what's going on? You know, I'm really interested here. So Saturday evening, I joined. And Sunday afternoon, I was out at my favorite restaurant with my best friend. We were sitting up at the bar, and we were waiting for the bartender, and my phone goes off. I look at my phone, and it says, you made a sale, or whatever the email says. And I look at it, and I like jumped for joy. Everyone was looking at me, and then the bartender got my attention. So she's like, is everything okay? I'm like, yeah, everything's good. And I was just thrilled. I was excited to actually have made that sale. And let me share with you guys what I did to get that. The 2 short Twitter intensive courses in the back office. All I did was follow that. It literally took less than 10 minutes. and bam, I just noticed a sale in less than 12 hours. So that was a really exciting time, for me. And I actually just made a sale about 2 hours ago, another one, and I'm really excited to be here. And I never realized how easy it can really be. And speaking of your belief system, now that I had made those 2 sales, I know that I'm capable of reaching further than what I expected, because now I believe in myself. I never did. I always doubted, myself. I always was unsure about certain things, and I'm just happy to, to have made the commitment and just focus, because I think some people kind of tend to lose their focus, and it gets discouraging at times. But I'm just letting you guys know, just don't do that to yourselves, and believe in yourselves, and just stay focused, and you're gonna be funneled with a bunch of emails. So
I love it. That is awesome. And that's pretty badass. You just made a sale again a couple hours ago, so she is fresh with her, like, let's go out and conquer the world.
I'm thrilled. I'm excited. I love it.
You go, Chantel.
Thank you so much.
Good job, Chantel.
Yep, awesome.
So
Congratulations.
now that you've made that first one, do you feel like that, oh my goodness, I have to make a sale, is now like, oh, I can do this. It's just a sale.
Yeah. It's now becoming everything's making a lot more sense to me, because this new to me, and that's it. I'm shooting for it.
Excellent. That is awesome. It sounds like everybody so far has made not only a dramatic improvement in their business with probably really no more effort or hard work than they had normally been doing. They just now know the process, but also they've also made a mental connection and a mental shift of, it's not like going toe-to-toe with Mike Tyson. It's not like trying to play one-on-one with, Kobe Bryant. This isn't something that really you have to be a big wig to do. This is very simple. This is very basic, and you just have to believe that you can achieve the dream that you dream, and then income and life possibilities will become yours. So now with that, I think that this is one that I love to hear. I love to hear anytime David Cohen gets going, because there are very few people who actually get as excited and as animated as I do when I get on screen, but David happens to be one of them. So I really like to hear David's story, especially when he starts talking about commissions. So David, did you have like 5 in one day or something? Is that what I heard? You had some crazy number in a day or a couple day time span? Like, what happened? I gotta hear this.
I haven't really been tracking it. I'm not sure how many I've had in a day.
Oh, snap.
I don't really, I'm not even, I mean, I have track of it, but I haven't been paying that close attention to it. But I tell you, the thing I'm excited about is that I love the network marketing industry. And, the thing is, and that I've seen over several years, is that everyone is targeting and trying to attract people in other network marketing companies to come join their network marketing company. And it's that shiny object syndrome where it's like, hey, you're struggling over there, but hey, we've got this new ground floor opportunity. Come over to our opportunity, and you'll do better over here. And the thing of it is, it's not the company and it's not the product that's the problem. It's that people don't know how to generate traffic. Yep. And that's why I'm what's really cool about the MWT system is that we're front-ending a product that will help people, regardless of what MLM or home business or even traditional business that they're in. It'll help them generate traffic and convert that traffic into sales. And so that's really cool, because I love network marketers. I love people in this industry. I love the fact that people are big dreamers and really have big goals, and they really they're big thinkers, and they're not worried about just making their next paycheck. They're thinking about what they're going to be doing when they're making $20,000-$30,000 a month, and those are the kind of people I like. So it's really cool that we can offer the training and the tools to help people in the business that they're in, regardless of where it's at. We can help them out. We can make money from helping them out. And develop that relationship and give them value, and ultimately they're going to want to find out what else we're involved in, because I think like we were talking earlier, it's once they learn how to drive traffic and make sales, then they can diversify, and the product doesn't really matter. They can do the same thing they're doing with weight loss or telecommunications or health wellness products. It really doesn't matter. So I think that's the really cool thing about it.
That is absolutely true. Now, I had to ask you to be on here for a very special reason, David, because this wasn't necessarily your first sale online. This was one of your easiest sales online. We've had that conversation, but I really wanted to talk to you. I really wanted to have you on here with us because you were able to go from in the top roughly 400 or 500 in a company of 80,000 reps and production for a quarter for a contest, and you were able to just with confidence and the mindset shift of, you know what, I got something backing me that's going to do all the hard work if my initial, hey, this is what's up, you need to come join this, doesn't do it right away for them. So I just want to kind of hear your mindset shift from going a step or two ahead of the other panelists right now who are just a step or two ahead of the people who are watching. These panelists are getting their first few sales, they're getting going, and you're really now taking that step into, you guys are where I was at right before I was introduced to MWT, and now I'm taking it and the confidence and the mindset that I'm having with it, and now I'm marching forward knowing that, I can climb this mountain and I can help others climb this mountain. And now you're stepping more into the role of, where the bigger dogs are, where the actual, leaders of groups like this are. So I want to hear how that kind of mindset happened and what your beliefs are in that area.
Well, I appreciate that, and I think it's the same thing that we offer other people. Is that when I first purchased the 15K formula, I was just wowed. I'd gone through those trainings with Chris Record and Rob Four and the Rashkins, and I was just like, man, this is incredible. And I got really good at driving traffic, and I saw my AWeber filling up with leads, hundreds, you got to 1,000 leads. But I didn't have any sales for it, and like probably a lot of people, I had used the 90-something emails that they provide us, and I just plugged those in there, and then every once in a while I'd do my own broadcast, but I'm not a strong copywriter. I'm reading the Ultimate Sales Letter right now so I can get better and develop that skill. But it's a learning curve, to learn how to develop, create compelling content to get people to want to buy from you, and so so I got good at traffic, but none of that traffic was converting, and when your system came out, it was just a breath of fresh air. It's like, oh man, okay, I can learn this. Start making money while I learn to be a good copywriter. While I'm learning to do this, I can just leverage your system and leverage you and your mom's expertise that you guys have been doing this for 20 years, and I can just piggyback off of your success and off your experience. And so it was just a a breath of fresh air that, man, I can start making money before I learn how to be this this great copywriter and learn how to convert this traffic, because it was really cool that I learned how to develop traffic and start filling up my AWeber, but then it was a real bummer when I just see the, subscribers, opting out and that adding more subscribers and then losing subscribers and adding more subscribers and just back and forth. But at the end of the day, none of them are converting into sales. And, it's just like I only had half of the solution, in which I knew how to drive traffic, but I didn't have the converting the traffic. And that's when your system came into play. It was just like Dee said, it was just like, oh man, this is a no-brainer. I'm plugging into this because now I got good at driving traffic. Now I can just focus on that, and I've got a funnel that helps convert it for me now.
I like that. I like that. And what your conversation kind of piqued my interest, and what kind of caught me there from everything that I just heard was that you are the difference in the mindset shift between, you know, someone like Amy and Chantel who just got their first couple sales and now sales are starting to roll for them, and where you're at is you already know the formula. You've already had some intermediate success, but you're looking beyond. You're looking like, hey, how can I, you know, improve myself as a rounded marketer with my copywriting skills, my marketing skills in general, my lead generation skills, and now you're using and you're leveraging a system that's letting you handle all that for you, and it's really automated and easy, and it's profitable. But the cool thing for you is you get to read the emails, you get to watch the sales videos. You know, you've been in several with me, you've been seeing what it takes to really put together something and be a big boy marketer and really take your business to the next level on your own, outside of just using the marketing system to do the hard work, do everything for you. And you're getting to kind of like a mentoring program. You're getting to see, you know, the best copywriter do her thing. You get to read it, you get to learn it, and you start to get to develop your own twist and how you would write your own copy, and you see what's effective versus what you might have thought was effective because you hadn't had something to go base your results on or base your thoughts on. And you're getting to see, you know, what compelling sales closing videos are all about. You're getting to be a part of them. You're getting to learn that on-screen camera molding, and you're getting to see, you know, what really goes on behind the scenes and what the structure and everything is. So I like that you're using MWT not only to make you money and do that, but also to mentor you into taking the next step into an independent marketer yourself. Is that what I'm hearing correctly?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I was on the other side of this watching your hangouts only, you know, back in December. I mean, it's amazing how with this system and this and this team and the training that we have, it's amazing how you go from, you know, being at your computer watching these hangouts to having success and being the one, you know, sharing your wisdom and teaching others. You go from student to teacher very quickly with this business.
It is very true. It is very true. That is awesome. And part of that is your willingness to get out there and actually do it. You know, I find it funny that all of your incomes are about to increase simply because you were willing to just step up and join this hangout. Simply because you're willing to just step up and, you know what? Yeah, I'll get on a video. Yeah, I'll go talk about my success. Yeah, I'll go share my story. Yeah, I'll go share my mindset. And you won't know with these 31 badasses that are watching right now how many of them are just afraid of hopping on the camera themselves. And because of that, they automatically see you as an authority or automatically see you as a step or a level above them just because you're either out of your comfort zone and doing it anyway, or you've become comfortable in front of the camera, so now you can start building an audience and building a rapport much easier, faster, and better than just some Facebook post or just some tweets or just some emails or just some, you know, cutting some pictures of your results and posting them places. You know, you're willing to put yourself out there, and people are starting to see, wow, you know, they're real people, they're getting real results, and they're willing to take time out of their lives to talk about it and just share with us so that they can give us hope, they can give us wisdom, and they can give us a path to success. And what I think is really cool about this panel is you're not looking at 6, 7, 8-figure marketers right now. You're looking at the future 6, 7, 8-figure marketers, but you're looking at marketers who have just had their first successes. They're just a step ahead of where you are watching this right now. So you're getting to hear from them what's really working, what they're really doing, not to bring in, you know, $20,000 a month, but to actually make a sale, to actually get that first commission notification, to actually know what it feels like to have money come in for the first time, potentially ever online, And as my mom always said, the reason they call me BJ Dollar is because I was always in a hurry to make 100,000, 50,000 a month. And she told me, she sat me down as a 15-year-old, like, look, you got to make your first dollar online before you can make 10 grand.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
think about that. When you're looking for a path to follow, don't immediately go talk to the person who's making 100 grand, because they've already been to the mountaintop for a while. They didn't just snap their fingers and make it their first time. So they're not as apt and as easy to teach you what they did when they first started, because it was either months ago or years ago. But you could hit up Amy, you could hit up David, you could hit up David, you could hit up Dee, you could hit up Earl, or you can hit up Vince, and they'll all teach you. They'll say, look, this is exactly what I did, and literally, it didn't produce me 20 grand this month, but it produced me more sales than odds are you're getting right now. So that is, I think, what's powerful, because if you want to get here, and it's a ladder, you got to climb. You got to learn from the people along the way. So I just wanted to throw my 2 cents in there. But now I want to hear from David Brierly. So I want to hear, the same question goes out to you. First of all, just if there's anything you haven't shared about, your sales or your story or anything like that, you got to put that out there. And then I want to hear about the mindset change. What are you thinking as towards, the ease of sales, or is it anything spectacular? Did you have to wish upon the sales genie to all of a sudden get a sale, or is it still a mountain that you had to climb to see that notification? What's going on there?
Well, to give you an idea, when I first started Empower back in September of last year, I did the CPC broker thing, and I blew about $600 on that. I got a lot of leads, but no sales, no matter what I did. So I was kind of where Dave was, trying to learn all the networking, all the videos, everything, and it is a lot to take in. I mean, many hours of being on videos, staying up practically all night, and then getting up and doing the job, the next day. So when I first got my first sale, I was actually at work, and my phone, beeped through, and it said, congratulations, whatever. If people would have been next to me, they thought I would have been jamming out to a serious song, man, because I was jumping all up in the air, and I was like, yeah, I gotta sing it, yeah. So it was pretty cool. Once you, like BJ says, once you get that first sale, you get that first one under your belt, it's like, okay, this is real. Okay, I know this is not a scam anymore. This is real, So, and the fact that it was done by a program that was basically gone autopilot. I mean, you got to drive traffic to it, of course, just like anything. But at that time, all I was doing was Facebook groups, and I was just doing it the wrong way. I was spamming them like crazy, but I didn't. Nobody really showed me how to do it. So once you start showing people content and value, more than just spamming them, and saying, hey, I've got this program, blah, 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 come click. But you actually show them, proof that, hey, this is actually working, guys. You got to come take a look at this. This is, it's an awesome product. And then you get to a point when you're doing everything that it just clicks. And when it clicks, you're like, okay, I got it. Same thing with the Twitter intensive. Once it clicked, and it took the second time around that BJ did it, because in the first one, it wasn't so clear, but in the second one, he nailed everything right on the head. Don't do more than 5, just, do this every 3 days, or you're going to get suspended. And man, I got suspended a lot. So, like I said, once it clicks and you get it, and then also another thing is, and BJ brought this up too about the paid advertising. The first co-op, yeah, it didn't do great, and we all understand that. But the one coming up here, I believe, starting tomorrow, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that one is going to be awesome. Also, another thing too, and it's something that I'm going to do. I don't know necessarily, other people, but any money that I make off of that co-op, I'm going to put right back into advertising. I'm just going to turn right back around again and do, like 1, 2, 3 shares, whatever we make off of this, because I know it's going to go for a full month. So, they're going to trickle in. But the point that I've learned from paid advertising is be consistent with what you're doing. Whether you do one share, whether you do two shares, whatever you do, be consistent with it so you constantly have an overlap, and you constantly have quality leads coming in. And then just let the autoresponder do what it needs to do, and then next thing you know, you could have one day you have one sale, and then next day, bam, you got 5 sales. So like Dave and Dave say, put 20% back of everything that you make, put it right back into your advertisement budget, and it'll go crazy.
So true, so true. So now that you got that first commission notification, what would you say the major change in your mindset was?
Major mindset change. The biggest thing that I had is that it was real. That the program, Empower Network, was real. MWT was real. It wasn't a scam. There's always that, okay, you gotta wait for that first sale, and then when that first sale comes in, there's usually a drop off where where if they don't get the next sale soon, they're like, oh, but once I saw how easy it was, it was almost like, oh my God, this is too easy. And then the next day I got a sale, and then when I went to Austin, I got 3 sales in Austin. So it's almost too easy. It's hard to say that, but it truly is. And now that we've got over 500 members, on our team now, it's just by the time Chicago comes, please, it's going to be insane.
That's right. Oh man, and a good part of bringing those over 500 members in is thanks to the person we're about to talk to next, the always lovely Miss D Lake, because she worked her little buns off in Austin, and she recruited a small little army. So D, I think this is extremely important for everybody to hear from you, because I really have never seen someone just snap their fingers and create success so quickly. And yes, a lot of it was because you hounded me, all weekend, how can I improve this? How can I do this? What can I do here? How can I make these sales? How can we get this done? And when you say, you work side by side closely with me, she means it. So maybe there's a tad bit to do with it, but she went out, and I just want to hear how you cranked, because that was crazy. So, kind of fill us in, and then kind of fill us in on your mindset as well. I got to hear this.
Yeah, I hardly let BJ out of my sight, because he's just so powerful, and he's on fire, and people gravitate towards him. And when he speaks, people gather around, and he's always got something amazing to say. And so when BJ talks, I listen, and when I ask for tidbits of advice, I really take that to heart. Nothing goes in one ear and out the other. I'm always gathering it up, And I saw the power of that event, because I could see that, okay, at that event, maybe I think there were 40 or 60 of us there that were in Money Without The. I don't know how many of us were there, but it was a small team at that time, and there was only that many of us there for the event. And so everyone else that was there, to me, were people that needed help, and that people that could be recruited, and people that could come in and be a part of this. And I wanted to share that with people. I saw 3,000 to 5,000 people at my fingertips that I just wanted to get in touch with and talk to them and say the right thing to show them that I want to help, and to get them in front of BJ and let them kind of just absorb everything that he's saying and kind of get the magic. It's almost like BJ sprinkles fairy dust or something, and people are like, oh, I get it, and you feel magical, and you get excited because he's helping us do something that we're very passionate about. If we weren't in Empower Network, we wouldn't be passionate about it. I mean, we got into this because we want to make a positive change in our lives, and we want to touch other people's lives, and BJ is helping us make that happen. So all I did was just do everything that he said and talk to people and be genuine and transparent and honest. And at that point, I had already had 6 sales. So just by going out and telling people on Facebook. And so I felt like this power inside of me that I could do this, and that I wanted to see a big jump in my income on that weekend. I wanted to go home from that weekend and have an income that would help me just pay my bills every month. So I really had like a fire in my belly to do this, you know. And so that's I think what fueled me was having BJ on my side and having all the knowledge and information that he gave me to deliver the right message in the right way to help the people, and to see the people's eyes light up when they got it was everything to me, because I knew that I could go home from that event and keep signing up more people, and I knew that it was almost like this feeling that everything's going to be okay. Everything's going to be not only okay, everything's going to be great. And it's not just going to be great for me, it's going to be great for everyone who gets involved. And that's so exciting. You almost want to shove it down people's throats, because you want everyone to get in on something good, but you can't. All you can do is share it with them and hope that they get that magic, and they get that feeling that you get from it, you know. And I have to say that since I've been back, I've been really eager and really excited to see all my results from my work, and because I know I have you know, quite a list on my waiting list, and I've been really patient, and just today actually I got a message from Lisa in my message through Linda that she was beginning to process my list, and so just today I saw 3 sales coming through. Awesome. And that was, you know, this is like, whoa, this is the beginning of finally my list getting processed. I already have funds available in my ClickBank, so that's exciting. I absolutely know this is real. I'm getting paid, and this is changing my life. So that means everything to me. And if anyone wants to get in on what we're doing, I'd say follow anyone's lead who's on this panel, because we've all made efforts now, and we've all jumped through those hoops, and we've all learned all the things that we need to do to present this, offer it, and show people this is how it's done. So I highly recommend it. It's changing my life for sure. I'm grateful.
Awesome. Okay, so as somebody who's actually been cranking out and seeing some major success, and by the way, you have literally about 36 sales waiting on your list to come in.
Wow.
I want to know, you know, what has been the mindset shift, the mindset change, and what's really set this spark ablaze, because you don't just come onto the scene and immediately start like having crazy heydays without having the right mindset. So I want to hear, you know what sparked it for you, and what is your actual belief and mindset system about this right now? That's your cutie.
Oh, that was for me. I'm sorry. My mindset right now, I'm so excited. I cannot wait to get more people on. When I found your system in the just out of the beta testing in the pre-launch, I was just less than a month into Empower Network, and I was really overwhelmed and I was really confused, but I got it. I really got it, but I didn't understand how to work the traffic and how to do the system and like how to make it all work. And it wasn't until I met you that all the pieces of the puzzle started getting put together, where it made sense, where I could actually make money. And when I got that first commission on like the first or second day after I signed up with you, that's when the mindset started to kick in. And then I just felt like I can do this, and it's not only can I do this, I can do this well, because I am getting connected to the right people that have had success like you, BJ, and that they're actually showing us how to do it. And even if they don't say literally verbatim, you do this and you do that and you do that, like everyone says, success leaves clues. And if you pay attention, if you really pay attention to what people are doing, how they're presenting themselves, what they're saying, how they're going about their business, then you can create a daily task list for yourself that is actually productive and will make money. And that the mindset that I got was, number one, that that I'm worth it, because we all have to believe that we're worth it and that we deserve it. And that's a big one. And number two, that it's not hard, and that it can happen for anyone. So I can believe, wow, this can happen for me. I have all these people on my waiting list just waiting to come through. And today I saw evidence that they're slowly coming through. And I'm thinking to myself, wow, this is a wonderful system. This is set up by people who are actually successful. They're doing well, and they want to help other people. That helps my mindset, because I want to be involved in that. I want to be involved in lifting people up and having that feeling in your mind and in your heart that you can do it and good things can come. It's changing my life.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
That is exactly what people need to hear, because that is literally the only thing that separates quite a few people from where you and this panel is right now, is the belief that they are truly worth it and they truly deserve it. Because everybody on this panel deserves it. Obviously, they're actually making it happen. They're going out there and making it for themselves. But everyone that's watching this actually deserves it as well. You just have to believe that, and once you believe it, and the sad thing is, the people on this panel believe it for you probably more than you believe it for yourself. And once you have that level of belief, everything else is there. And I'm going to tell you what everything else is in a minute, but we have two more badasses that I really want to hear from, because one, Earl's just funny as heck. Anytime he speaks, I get a big old smile on my face. But two, he's actually cranking out, and he's getting a lot of results, not just in sales and signups, but in quirky little cool ways that he's generating leads, generating clicks, and getting people to actually view his offer. So I just want to hear, what he's been doing and how it's probably boosted his attack with his confidence of seeing a sale notification coming in. So I want to hear this from Earl.
Well,
in the funniest way possible.
Let me get my clown suit out. Hold on. I was going to start back a little further than that. Like when I first started with the N, it was a little depressing, because what I tell you, it's very simple. All you got to do is this, that, the other, get 2 sales a day. And I was like, no, what? 2 sales a day? How hard could that be, right? And I tried it, nothing. And it was like, I must be doing something wrong, because I'm pretty new to the online thing. This was just November I was doing this. That's when I hooked up with this system. And now I'm saying, 2? I could blow that out of the water. That's no problem, Now I got this thing I'm doing to drive traffic and everything. So forget about it. It's about to really detonate here. But some of the things I did building up to where I am now is we had something we had to do with videos. We make our little videos and post them up every here and there, and it just comes down to, what can you do that's different? Everybody was doing money without the something, right? Money without the alarm clock, money without the this, money without the that. So one day I'm just sitting here, and I was like, you know what I haven't seen yet? Oh, the hell with it. Money without the clothes, that's it. And I just did my video, and, I just... Thank you.
Take off that shirt. Take it off.
Show us how it's done, Earl.
So anyway.
Oh, here it goes.
I knew it.
To get me started.
Ow,
You go, Earl.
This is when we go to the adult version of Money
Yeah.
Without Your
Okay, so...
and now it officially moves into Money Without Your Children.
Oh, look.
No, I've still got socks on. So we had to go to the next level on this. And, it's slow to catch on, but I'm hoping, well, half of the members will join. But it's just been incredible because all you got to do is come up with something pretty original. Like you take two things that have never been nailed together before and you nail them together, everybody wants it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's the whole thing in marketing. Is you just got to know how to reach people on a different wavelength, I guess being half insane kind of helps. But this is it's really been a good time though, I remember when I got that first notification that I was also confused about because I really never seen one before, and I was like, oh, I need my phone. Hold on, wait, I gotta call Donald Trump. Hold on. Oh, damn, I don't have his number right now. But I just felt like I didn't know. I was jumping around. I was like, ran in the other room. Hey, sister, what? I got a sale. Oh, that's nice. Okay. Yeah, it is. Ran away. So it was just one of those things, and now, yeah, it's getting to be kind of commonplace. I don't get quite as excited anymore, but no, I don't ever look them down. No, I mean, hey, every little sale is that much closer to my next milestone because I never have. I don't have a target. Like I don't have an ending. I got no limits. Is what I got.
That's right.
Yeah, but what I see in my vision now is I see like one solid rail going out to the distance that I cannot see the end of. Along that rail, I see little different color lights all the way down, and those are my different little milestones. My next milestone coming up is in April. And that's where I put out the charge that I'm going to be earning $30,000 a month by April. By the time I go to Chicago, I'm going to be earning $30,000 a month. That's right. It's not my goal. That's my milestone, And between this system, with the money without and Empower Network, there's no way that I'm not going to make that.
Yeah.
I learned some methods from. I learned some methods from BJ in the Twitter thing, and that has been. I mean, that to me, that's the thing right now that has my interest so piqued. I can't even sleep at night. I mean, I've been up for 3 days, just like, okay, I got to get started on this, and boom, I was into it, and it's just like I've been rocking and rolling with that, and man, I'm seeing my analytics going kind of wild, so and now we're gonna start getting some conversions over here, and everything's gonna be going great. So it's definitely on the road to where I'm gonna be.
See, I like what you just said for just almost off track, but it's on track as well, because along with the confidence of seeing your first sale, you've actually taken to some of the training that's been introduced since you've been included into MWT and since you've gotten started, and you've actually started implementing some of the things that you can learn as an MWT member that you are going to start getting access to as an MWT member, and you've now gained the confidence and gained the wherewithal and gained the knowledge and the skill base of knowing how to go out and generate clicks, going out and generating free leads, and having that confidence not only to be able to build whatever business you choose, but having that confidence of knowing that forever you have a skill set that is valuable in your marketplace and any marketplace, no matter what product or service you would be promoting, or anyone that would come in contact from you and would want to learn from you would be promoting. How does that make you feel?
Phenomenal to know that, it's like, I think I actually told you this the other day. I think I sent you a message. I said, just like last week, I was like this dude that was like trying to drive traffic to this thing, and now I'm like, dude, I'm gonna write a book on this because I feel like a marketer. You know, I actually feel like a network marketer now. You know, I feel so empowered, not lost, not like, you know, well, I've got this great system, but what do I do with it? I'm not sure. You know, I mean, now I'm sure. Now I know exactly where everything is. I know exactly how it's got to go. I know how I got to get it there. So that's big. And you know, I started this whole thing. I'm a photographer. I started this whole thing to bring traffic to my photography site. I didn't see the power in the rest of it, you know? So now I'm bringing traffic to my photography site thanks to you and the Twitter program that you got set in place. I'm driving traffic to the MWT system. I'm driving traffic anywhere I want. I'm driving traffic for a friend of mine. I'm just like, hey, I'm going to show you how this works. And if you like the way it works, guess what? You too can get involved. You know, I'm not above showing somebody the potential and showing them with their own product how it works. As here's your little couple of drops of honey. You like the way that tastes? Got a whole bottle over here. Just bust out a credit card. It's all yours, you know? So, and I got no problems with doing that for somebody. And that's one of my sales techniques that I threw into that. So, but
I love it. I love it. And see, that was an excellent impromptu what I'm going to talk about as soon as we hear from Vince. And I really wanted to let Vince kind of close out the testimonials of all this, because his story is just so badass to me. Because literally, guys, when I say I've probably never been in contact with someone that's more excited about their business and what's happening than Vince, then I couldn't tell a more total and honest truth. Because literally I went from hearing how excited he was to get in and how he truly believed, this is one that had the mindset before the results even came. Having him hear and talk about how excited he was to be in and how he knew the sales were going to come in, and then from the very first sale, just the excitement and the true explosion his business has had, and how it just kind of created an avalanche effect. And I want to hear, I want to hear his intake on it, but I also want to give him a very specific question. From your very first sale, Vince, when you got that very first sale, and your first 5 days from that sale, how many sales rolled in? And before you answer that, tell us how long you had been online without a sale at all.
Oh my gosh. I got my first sale, I think, it was one of your co-ops that you and Kimberly put together, and I got my first sale. Matter of fact, I think it was probably prelim before Money Without The, and you guys were doing this follow-up series and whatnot, and I got my first sale. And I'll tell you what, even when just getting the first sale, knowing what we can do here, it gets you excited. If you can't get excited, and I'm sorry, I'm going to try to tone down a little bit, but if you can't get excited
can't stop
about
smiling.
you can't get excited about a system like this. That it basically does everything for you. And when I heard about Money, like I said, BJ was talking about Money Without The, and it just made sense. I mean, everybody on the panel has been saying tonight, it clicks and something in your mind, and you just know it's going to work. I mean, when you've got the best people building the best automated system out there, and you see that it's easy. It's not hard to do, because all you do is you tell someone about it. And it makes sense, because it may be different parts of people's business that they're not succeeding in, and you'll hit one, and you'll sit there and they'll go, oh yeah, I stink at copywriting. I know I stink at copywriting. I mean, I sit there and I try to talk to people. I didn't even know for the longest time that I had to actually follow up with people. I mean, I thought we had the little 30 email thing we got from, for our AWeber, and that was it. And then all of a sudden someone said, you're really supposed to build a rapport with your list. And I'm like, oh, okay. I didn't know that. But I'll tell you what, when I got my first sale, I was doing Snoopy dances in my house. I'm just jigging around, and I'm jumping all over the place, and I'm shaking like I look like I was doing one of my insanity workouts. I was doing the mummy effect there, but I was just shaking. And and then another one came, and I was just like, oh my gosh. And I even said something to BJ. I said, BJ, I said, this stuff doesn't happen to me. And he's like, Vince, welcome to the big leagues. I'm like, I believe that this is the big leagues. I mean, this system right now, we've got the best copywriter in the history of the world. We got Lisa Diane. We've got a phenom, BJ Dollar, over there. And these people have made this system work, and it's the easiest system you could ever want. And you throw in Empower Network, you throw in 100% commissions, and you see just by making a couple sales here and there, the type of money that gives you. You know the 10,000s, the 20,000s, the 30,000s. It's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of guiding people, showing them what you got, and it just makes total sense to everybody. And I'll tell you what, BJ, I'm about as excited as you could be. I even had, talking about videos, I did a video the other day with my daughter, and it was funny because she wanted to help Daddy out. She wanted to help Daddy do a video, and we're talking about money without that, and she even got it. She's like, what's 50% commission better than 10? Yeah. How about 100%? Yeah. I mean, this is an 8-year-old. So, I mean, you just can't help it. I mean, this is the coolest thing ever, and I thank you, and I thank your mom every day that I'm part of this system. And I tried to keep it a little bit toned down because I could really just start getting real excited here, and I don't want to scare everybody off. But it's amazing, BJ.
That is absolutely awesome. And it's true, we have had several conversations just back and forth via Facebook messaging, and it was funny because exactly what you just said is true. You said, this doesn't happen to guys like me. And I whipped you into shape a little bit after I said, you know what? It's starting to happen for you. This is what your future is. 2013 really is your year, and I believe it's the year for everyone that's on this panel, and that we just have to make it happen. And now that your mindset has shifted, you believe that this stuff is for you. This stuff is what you deserve, and this is what you're starting to do. And you're starting to come out of your comfort zone a little bit. You're starting to grab quite the following, actually. And I want to know, there was a 5-day time span from, I think, the first time you got an MWT sale. How many of those sales came in? That was right about the time where you're like, this doesn't happen to me. Yeah. How many sales came in that time span?
It was 4 sales in 5 days, BJ. I mean, it was just, like I said, I got up the one morning and I saw the email there, and I'm like, wow. And I got that from my blog. I mean, it's just, it's amazing. You talk to people about it, and I blog about it all the time now. I mean, if you do searches on it, you're going to see you and your mom's name out there from my Empower Network blog, just all over the place. And, videos and whatnot. And it's not hard. I mean, I go in my back office and I see 10, 15, 20 different leads, different clicks on my website a day, and it's gone up. I mean, it's just amazing the volume that it's starting to come in, and you just shake your head and you're like, wow, this is happening, and it's gonna happen. And with Lisa and VJ's skills, they're gonna convert, and when they convert, it's going to be just phenomenal, and you can't help but get excited, and you can't help but not sleep because you can't wait to get up the next day. I mean, you sit here and you go, oh my, get up, let's start, let's get going, let's promote, let's do it, and you believe, and you seriously sit there and go, I'm going to do this, and there is nobody stopping me. There's no quitting. There's no quitting in anybody. If there's anybody out there listening to me right now, never quit. Never quit. Do it. You can do it. You got it within you. We all believe in you. And if like I always say, if I can do this, anybody can do this. And that's how I look at it.
That is awesome. That's exactly the belief system that I have as well, and that's the belief system that I put out there the most. If some 21-year-old kid can sit on his bed and do this, why can't y'all? What's holding you back? What's stopping you? And it's true, because the funniest part is, I'm not even the most literate person, so it's just like this 21-year-old kid that's more illiterate than anything can sit here and create oodles of income. Thanks, Earl. Thanks. I always love the shout-outs. And create this kind of excellent thing. But here's the truth. Here's the matter. And both Earl and Vince just gave me a great lineup into. It's kind of like they've done this before. Into the next segment, into this great segment is just, we've talked about the stories. We've talked about the success. We've talked about what's going on. We've seen, everyone tell their story and what's going on. They all have a similar tune moon is they all came in, they plugged in, and then they started seeing results. And here's why. Two very, very important combinations came together. One, you have awesome videos like this where I'm out of my comfort zone, where I sit down and I go, you know what? What's a topic I believe people need to hear to create results and create change and create action, not just for myself, but for anybody who takes and uses this video. David and I have collabed on videos. Kimberly and I have collabed on videos. Dee and I have collabed on videos. Earl and I have collabed on videos. Now all of you are getting involved in videos. Chantel's been on videos with me, and it's just we're sticking it out there because you're getting to leverage, using MWT, you're getting to leverage people who are better at doing things than you are, but you get to take that and you get to use their skills and create success off of their hard work. You get to leverage Lisa's greatest copywriting skill in our industry today, which thank God, because this illiterate 21-year-old would really like someone else writing his emails. You get to literally leverage off of me never having to write you an email, thank goodness, but you can throw me onto a video and just let me go, and then I do all the selling and the telling, and I just let it be known, and I build the rapport, and I build the following, and I build the sales closing for all of you. You get to take the video, and then here's the coolest part. Here's the second part, just like Earl was talking about. If I can ever get this thing out of my eye. Oh well. You get to leverage what we're talking about and what we've created for you, and we show you how to go find the audience that needs to hear what we're talking about. We don't leave you high and dry like, okay, here's the content. Now it's up to you to go make this known to the world. We're like, you know what? Here's some stuff on Twitter. Here's some stuff on Facebook. Here's where to go. Here's how to do it. Here's some ideas for your blogging. If you look on my YouTube channel and things that are sent out to the MWT members, you get to learn blogging tips from the greatest blogger in our company, in our history, and who literally has built a team of 1,390 days and has never had someone not contact him and join his business every single day since he's gotten started blogging. You get to hear from me talking about Twitter and how I get 15 free leads an hour, and you actually get to hear and see the stories of other people who are taking what I've taught, twisting it a little bit, and out converting me because they've thought outside the box and they've used their own spin and their own culture and how they would talk and how they would do things, and they're making $1,000 days. They're getting 4 sales out of every 25 tweets. They're getting 60 to 90 leads per tweet and just crazy awesome results, and you're getting to learn these things and leverage them. Why? Because we have put the platform that's going to sell for you in place, and now we are teaching you how to go get viewers, go get eyes to see these compelling videos, this awesome marketing system, this follow-up series, these audios, these videos, these Google Hangouts, these webinars, these sales presentations, and these emails, so that you can create a conversion. We're showing you how to go out there and just do the work so that you can get the commission, but we're going to do all the selling and telling and all the things that you may not be comfortable in or you just may not be good at done for you. And that's what I think is awesome, is just the process is simple. The process is damn near automated, and we've given you the only part to it that we can't provide personally for you, and we've shown you step by step how to do it in ways that we actually do ourselves and we find are effective, other than just hype and theory and telling you to go do something that we would never do ourselves. So that's what has been sparked and what's caused all of this conversion. And what is even cooler is, even as you're watching this video right now and you're on the fence, or you're thinking about, maybe Empower's not going so great for you, or maybe it's just not producing what you want it to, or maybe you want more time freedom, want easier ways to build your business, or maybe you just want the knowledge of how to go find these leads so you can start building your business like Earl knows, and like Vince has found out, and like Chantel and like David has learned. Maybe you want some strategies on how to go get Facebook leads, go get Twitter leads, go get blogging leads. Maybe you just want to build your own personal business and you just want to use the MWT training and the ease and seeing how how real 6- and 7-figure earners structure a business model that they use themselves. But here's the coolest thing. If you're on the fence and you're learning or you want in for any parts of those reasons and you want to make money while doing it, you don't have to have a creative thought in your head, because even this video you're watching right now, as soon as you join, as soon as you get on somebody in this panel's team, as soon as you get on whoever brought you to this video's team, then you get to turn around and just take this video, plaster your link that we create for you with it, and you can actually use, I actually created a badass Facebook post that I'm going to share with everybody, and I'll either put it in the description or in the MWT team, that you can take and you can go post places with your link on it and the video link, and you can start getting sales because we've given you the sales formula and we've given you the compelling sales video with 8 badasses who are all doing it, who are all getting sales, not making hundreds of thousands of dollars a month, but actually can show you real ways to get their first sale, the first 5 sales, the first 10 sales, and ways that are more important to you who's just getting started, or you who's intermediate, or you who's maybe that life's gotten in the way lately and you've taken a sidetrack of your marketing, you've putting that on the side. Maybe you've had family issues, or maybe you've been traveling, or maybe you've taken on a hobby or a side job or something like that, and you want to get it cranking and you just have fallen off a little bit, you don't know what you're doing. This is specifically for you guys. This necessarily won't teach you how to make $20,000, $30,000, $50,000 a month unless you start paying attention to what David Cohen was talking about, because that's the path he's on right now, because he's already been where the other 7 of you guys in this panel are. But if you're starting from brand new and from scratch and you're struggling, you can listen to all 7 of them. If you're trying to get to that next level, you can still listen to all 7 of them and pay close attention to what David and I have talked about. And if you're just doing the damn thing anyway and you just want to make more sales, doesn't matter what level you're on, you can just take this video and go share it with the people that you're close to and that you want to influence in a positive way to get them from step 1 to step 2 to step 3 and start actually making the kind of income that they truly deserve. So I'm going to invite you right now to join the MWT family, join the EN family, click on the link below, or whoever brought you to this video, go click on their Facebook post link and go ahead and join them. Go to that capture page, put your name and email address and VIP code in, and then if you haven't joined Empower Network yet, click on step number 1. That's going to get you involved in Empower Network. It's a $25 decision that has a 6-figure outcome, a financially free outcome. And if you're an Empower member and you're watching this and you've been struggling, or you just want to take your business to the next level, go to step number 2 and go ahead and get started in MWT right now, because we are live, we're cranking, and people are making real money with it. So you got to get in, you got to get started. This has been an awesome, awesome hangout. I want to excellently thank all y'all for hanging out with me, and I want to thank all the 35 badasses for watching at home as well. So I'm BJ Dalla, and as always, I'll see ya at the bank. Take care.
Bye, guys.
Good night.
Yes.